Hi, I'm Miriam Shaviv with today's edition of Mastering Email Marketing. You know, one of the things that you need to do in order to make your emails really powerful is really to be able to hit the emotional hot buttons of your audience. And that really means understanding them in a very deep way. The more you can talk about their experiences, their problems, and their hopes and their dreams, the more you're going to touch them and the more effective your emails are going to be, and ultimately the more likely they are to understand why they need your help and why they need your product. But how do you do that? How do you really get to understand your audience in a very powerful way so that you can really reflect their experiences in your email and make sure that it resonates with them really powerfully? Today I want to give you one tip of how to do that. It's a really sneaky way which doesn't cost you any money and really doesn't take you any time either. The secret is that online there are many forums with people talking about their problems and their hopes and dreams in a very open and honest way, because normally they're talking anonymously. What we do is, before we write any kind of email, we will Google the subject of the email. So for example, if we're writing about aesthetic procedures to tighten your skin, then we might Google something like, "I hate my sagging skin," or something like that. And you can do this really for any industry. So if you're writing, for example, about pensions and why people don't save more, you can Google, "Should I be saving more for my pension?" And what will inevitably happen is that amongst many articles on this subject, you will also find forums where people are writing really openly and honestly about the kind of subject that you are writing about. And this is really gold for you, because they are anonymous and they are being honest. They don't think that anyone will ever identify them. They will be really clear about the problems that they're facing, their thoughts, exactly how they're feeling. And what you can do is copy and paste all of those all the relevant pieces into a document, and use that as the basis of your email. So for example, if you read that somebody, when it comes to pension savings, is really worried because they have a mortgage to pay and they have children's outings to pay for, and they'll be talking about all those different issues, you can use that in order to make your email sound a lot more realistic and a lot more real, and to really resonate with the type of person who has that same problem. This is an amazing way to research your audience. Like I said, it doesn't cost a penny. You don't have to hire really expensive market research people, and this is something that you can do yourself, and I highly recommend that you do it yourself before writing every email. Of course, in addition to any other audience research that you have, and any other knowledge that you have about your audience, but this is a really powerful method. Now, if you want some help writing emails that really resonate with your audience, then I have some great news for you. There's a resource that we have developed called How to Write High Converting Emails in 10 minutes or less, and I've put the link for you to grab your free copy in the description below. So all you have to do is head down to the description, click on that link, and get your free copy of this really valuable resource, which will really help you write emails quickly, efficiently, and make them resonate with your audience as well. I'm Miriam Shaviv of Brainstorm Digital. I'll be back next week with another edition of Mastering Email Marketing. Thank you very much and have a great day.